So now if you have created, you have set up the chart of account. Now later on you are thinking that okay, some of the balance is not matching, or some of the amount you have given the opening balance which is showing wrong. You want to make the changes. So how it is possible? Either you need to check one by one you are going, and you are checking the transaction that okay, in which how much opening balance I have given, where I have done the wrong. So better go to ledgers. In the ledgers, go to alter multiple ledger, go to alter, click here and define all item. So once you will select all item, you can see it is reflecting all the opening balance. See, I don't want these opening balance, I just want to make it 0. So here in the right hand side you can see we have given 0 opening balance. So once you will click on this, you can remove that, all the opening balance will become 0. Let's see, if I'll click here, you can see that all the balance has been vanished. But I want to add up something, that okay, I want to add up the opening balance and all. You can add up from here itself, you can make the changes. Okay, so from here you can make the changes, you can create it. Now let's see, I have multiple branches. Let's take a scenario, I have multiple branches, or I have 2 different companies, but that masters whatever I have created, or let's see some of the masters is same. Let's see, if you'll see here, and I'll select another company as well. I have 2 different companies, which is I'll select here another company. Let's see, ABC company I'm selecting. Okay, this is the ABC company. Now if you'll see in the ABC company, I have these are the masters. If I'll open it, let's see any supplier. So this is the supplier. Let's see, Dubai or Abu Dhabi supplier, okay, which is comes under Sandeep Caterers, or you can modify the group as well as a supplier. So let's see, you have defined the address Abu Dhabi, and here you have selected, you have defined complete address and contact detail. Let's see, I'll mention my contact number detail here. So Sarma, I'll mention 058243952. Here I'll mention my mail ID. Okay. Here you can mention the website. Okay. So these are the complete information you have provided. Now you don't want to mention all the detail again in the new company which you have already created in the different company. Let's see, there is the ABC company, another one is demo company. But if you'll see in the demo company, so here if I'll see in the demo company, we don't have any customer, any supplier, like okay, this supplier belong to this Abu Dhabi location. So we don't have any Abu Dhabi supplier. Now same I want to copy here. How it is possible? So what I will do, I'll do one thing, I'll create ABC. I'll go to ABC company, I'll go to accounting info. In the accounts info, I'll go to ledgers. Okay, in the ledgers, I'll go to Abu Dhabi supplier. So I'll open it. It's very simple. You are going to from where you want to copy it. So from here, just I'll press F3. So here you can see the company. I'll click on F3. So once you will click on F3, here you will get another company. I'll go to demo company. Once you will click to demo company, okay. So here you will get all the detail automatically. Let's see, Abu Dhabi F3. I'll select another company. There is some issue from my end, but if you'll duplicate it, you will get the same detail. Let's see if I'll ledgers alter select another company. There is a problem with this company itself, which I have created. So this is the way that you can just open the ledger. Let's see, I'll just copy this particular ledger, the commission. I'll press F3 here. I'll go to ABC company. I'll just accept it. So all the detail will come automatically and accept it. So there's the one way that okay, these are the detail. If we have the selected ledgers, then only this method will work. That okay, I don't want to copy all the masters. I want to copy only selected masters. It can be item, it can be ledger, or it can be transaction. Okay. So we'll take the questions. We'll take it end of the session. So you can ask whatever the queries you have. So we'll help you out in this. Okay. So this is the one way. Okay. Another way, like we can export all the masters. So how it is possible that okay, I want to export all the masters. I want to put in ABC company. So what I will do, I'll go to demo company. I'll go to display. In the display, I'll go to list of account. In the list of account, okay, so I can export it. These are the masters. You can see the under the group master also reflecting. So I can export from here. If you are exporting, the format should be XML. Select the XML format and export it. So while exporting, if you want to export all the masters, select all the masters. If you want only inventory, select all inventory masters or all accounting masters. So it's up to you. If you want to export all the masters, then select all the masters and export it. After exporting the file, come to Gateway of Tally, select ABC company. Here come to import of data in utility. Come to import of data, select the masters, and here you can provide the file path where you have exported. So once you will select the file path, after that press enter. Here you can see the modified with new data. If you are importing all the masters in the new company, select the modify with the new data. Or if you have the existing company in which you want to import, maybe there is a possibility the same masters is there. So select ignore duplicate. Or if you want to overwrite the opening balance, select combine opening balance. Okay. So this is the masters. Same way stock item. So stock item, you can create the group. Let's see if we'll take the example of mobile. In the mobile, you have multiple brands. This is the like Samsung, Apple, and some other brand you have. So in this case, brand you can create in stock item in group. Let's say I'll create Samsung. I'm showing for the example. This is Samsung. Okay. Another one is Apple. Whenever you are creating, just enable this particular option. Should quantity of item be added? Why it is necessary? So if you are enabling this particular feature, and whenever you will see the stock summary, it will show group wise stock summary. Otherwise it will show 0. Apple will reflect there. Let's see, I'll have enable this particular option in previous group, but here I'm not enabling. I'll disable it and I'll save it. So I'll show you the difference, how it is possible. Okay. Now so we have created 2 different groups. Another one, stock category. Stock category. Okay, so I'll create another group here, or let's say stock category. So stock category, I'll create mobile and laptop. Or MacBook. In Apple, there is the MacBook as well. So category we have created. Now we'll create stock item. So you can create stock item here. So let's see if I'll create stock item apple. Okay, just a minute. Okay, so I'll create apple iPhone 11 Pro. So here I can select under apple category. I'll select this is the mobile. Unit you can select numbers or pieces. So I'll select pieces and I'll save. Okay, so this is the one way. Another one, MacBook. MacBook is Apple brand, but this is under MacBook. Pieces, accepted. Now we'll create Samsung S10. To come under Samsung, I'll show you the difference is mobile and pieces. Let's see, I'll give the quantity opening balance here, which is 100, and location, if you have location you can create, and 100 rate of 1000 per pieces. And in the previous item also we'll give some opening balance, which is in MacBook. I'll give some opening balance. Let's see, we have 10 pieces on main location, and this will be 1500 per pieces. Samsung S10 we have already given, and Apple iPhone. So iPhone we have remaining 8 pieces, and we'll give, let's see, 3000 per pieces. Okay, now if I'll see the stock summary here, we'll go to the stock summary. Here you can see in Apple, Samsung it is showing the quantity, and Apple is not reflecting the quantity, it is showing only value. So if I'll press enter, then only it will show the quantity. But here, why it is not reflecting? Because here we have enabled this particular feature, should quantity of item be added. But here we did not enable, so that's why we need to enable this particular feature and save it. Now while creating the stock item, we have unit of measures. So unit of measures, we'll see there's the two type of unit of measures, which is simple and compound. How we can create and what are the use? The simple, if you'll see that if you have only one unit, single unit if you have, then you can create single unit, which is normal simple unit. But there's the way that you want to maintain multiple units. Like I want to maintain 3 different units. I want to deal in 3 different units. How it is possible? How I can use it. So like I have one box. In one box I have packets. In packets I have pieces. So I am purchasing in the box. Then I am selling in this pieces, or I am selling in this packets. So let's see how we can do it. So we'll create one unit, which is box. We are creating simple unit. And okay, pieces we have, and I think packs also we have. So we'll create one packs, which is packet. Now if you'll see, we have created multiple units, which is a simple unit. Let's see, we'll create one compound unit. So here you can select compound. So once you will select compound, it will ask you which is the main unit. So let's see, box. Conversion, how many pieces will give? Let's see, not pieces, packets. Let's see, 100 packets. In one box we have 100 packs. We'll select pack. Box of 100, So we'll select here packs of 100 is equal to 1 box. Done. Now how we can use it in the item? We'll create one item. Let's see, we have already used previously as well. This is the item. I'll create one more item here. Item B. Here we can select primary or we can select any item. Let's see, I am selecting here apple. It is coming in the box. I'll select the category, which is mobile, and I'll select pack of 100 box, which is compound unit. Okay, alternate unit, I am dealing in the 3 different units, so here it will be pieces. Now pieces means how many box, in one box how many pieces, or I can change it to here. If I'll change box to pieces, packets. Now it is asking one pieces is equal to how many packets, or let's say 15 pieces I am getting in one packet. Save it. Done. So like this way you can use it, and whenever you will see the stock summary also will reflect in 2 different units, and but recording of the transaction, while recording you can make the changes. So let's see, if we are recording the transaction. So here, coming to the recording of the transaction, go to accounting voucher. In the accounting voucher, you can see in the right hand side we have all the voucher type. So if we'll go to purchase, in the purchase we have 3 different voucher types. What are these? These are the voucher type which we call, this is the item invoice mode. On which particular screen, this is the item invoice mode. We'll see here in the right hand side we have accounting invoice mode. So if you are dealing in inventory only, inventory and some other services which you are including, then in this case select item invoice mode. But if you are not dealing in any stocks, any items, you are providing only services, then select accounting invoice mode. So here if you'll see, if you're recording the transaction, then it will not show the item, list of items. It will show only the masters, ledgers. So those ledgers you can select here. Okay, the last one you heard about the double entry mode, which is called as voucher. What is debit, what is credit. So in this case you can record that way. Coming back to the item invoice mode, so here you can record the transaction. Okay, let's say I'll record one sales invoice. So sales invoice, now you are recording, you have started from 1st of January, you will start one new financial year, and in the new financial year you will see that okay, my books, my voucher number got stopped from this. I want to split or I want to separate it. Now my voucher number should start from 11 ABC 105 or 1005 something. You want to give your manual invoicing number, but it should come automatically in each and every invoice. How it is possible? So how we can do it? We can go to Gateway of Tally, go to account info. In the accounts info, go to voucher type. In the voucher type, go to alter, select the sales voucher. In the sales voucher, do not change any other things. Go here, use advanced configuration. So once you will go to advanced configuration, here you can see the voucher numbering is getting started from 1, but I want to start from 1005. I don't want to start from 1, I want to start 1005. Yearly, provide, if I want to add prefix, let's see, I'll add some prefix ABC. I'll give applicable date 1st Jan. I'll give ABC slash. Okay. Now I'll give suffix as well. End of the voucher number, I want to give something. Okay, so voucher number has been started. Now I'll give first Jan. I'll give slash 20 or 2020. I'll save it. Now if you'll see, if we have recorded, now you can see it's coming ABC slash voucher number 105 slash 2020. So like this way you can add your own voucher number. If you have any specific voucher number creation, that you can do it from here. Okay, coming to the invoice format, I'll show you the invoice format. If we are using the lower release, then I'll show you the what is the difference in current release, which is latest release 6.6 sales. Here let's see, I'll select the item 1 unit on 1200. Okay, 1200. I'll select the VAT ledger. Okay, accept it. Now whenever you are going to select, here you can see the bill wise detail. So bill wise detail is reflecting adjustment. So you can select new reference if you did not receive advance from this customer. Okay, so in this case select the new reference and save it. Now if you'll see, we have given 4 different method. What is the how we can use it? Advance, you understand that advance, if you are making the payment in advance or if you're receiving from the customer in advance, how we can do it. So I'll show you for the example. First let me explain. So if you are making any payment in advance, then you can select advance while making or while receiving the amount from the customer. Okay, whenever you are recording the purchase, whenever you are recording the payment or receipt, you need to select advance. Second, you need to select against reference whenever you are making invoice. If you have received advance and after that you are making the invoice, then you need to select against reference. First of all, you need to adjust the particular amount against the particular invoice, then you can select new reference, that okay, this is the fresh invoice, either you did not make the payment or either you did not receive the payment from the customer, this is the fresh invoice. So in this case select new reference. If it is on credit, on account means where we need to use. See, on account, this is simple, that okay, you have recorded 10 invoice you have received from the supplier, okay, and which is total amount 10,000 dirham. He is asking that okay, total amount of the 10 invoice which is showing 10,000, now give my money, which is 10,000 you need to pay. But here you saw that you did not get the time to check all the invoices, and you saw that there is some differences there in the particular item. That previously he mentioned the rate 1000 dirham, now he have increased to 1200. I need to cross check with my previous invoice that how much rate he mentioned previously. So in this case you will not deny that okay, I will not pay. You will give some lump sum amount, either it can be 10,000, but you don't want to adjust with the invoice because you need to cross check. So you will say okay, take this lump sum amount which is 10,000, I'll let you know that okay, against which invoice you need to adjust. So that thing you need to do. So in this case, whenever you are making the payment to the supplier, select on account. If you are not sure that against which invoice you want to adjust this particular amount, so in this case you need to select on account. So here this is the fresh invoice, we'll select new reference and save it. Okay, I'll show you the invoice format. So you can take the printout. Here in the print you can see the first invoice format I'll show you, which is invoice format 1. So this is invoice format 1. Just see that what is the difference invoice format 1 and 2. So here you can see the MacBook, that it is showing the item detail and VAT amount. Here VAT it is showing 60 dirham. Let's see what is the difference in second invoice format 2. This is the invoice format 2. Here you can see definitely you are able to see the difference, that we are not getting VAT ledger here. We are getting actual amount which is 1200, but VAT is not getting added up here. but if you'll see the bottom, it is showing 1200 and VAT ledger is showing here, which is 60 dirham. It is getting added. So this is the latest format which is asked by FTA department. So we have given previously customer was using the first option, but now the FTA made some changes and they required that okay, VAT ledger should not come in the invoice, it should come bottom of the invoice. So that's why we have made the changes where we can see the VAT ledger in bottom of the invoice. Okay, this is the major changes which we have done from release 6.6. So if you are in lower release, you will not get format 1 and format 2. Only first format you will get by default. Okay. Now coming to the reporting. So reporting, if you'll see the balance sheet, you are recording this transaction, balance sheet is getting generated. Now you are dealing in the multi currencies. You are doing import and you are making the payment in dollar or in some other currency. I'll open one multi currency. So I'll show you that multi currency company. Okay, so this is multi currency. So I'll show you the balance sheet. So this is the balance sheet. Now you want to see that okay, this is the currency which is showing this my in balance sheet is reflecting in my base currency, but I want to see in different currencies. How it is possible? Because I'm dealing in the multiple currency. It can be 10 currency I'm using. Okay, so in this case, what I will do, I'll go to new column. New column, I can select the same company and I can define currency here. So you can see previously I'm getting AD already reflecting here in AED the amount. I'll select dollar and save it. Here if you want the rate of exchange which is coming by default, which you have recorded while recording the transaction, you have defined 3.67. So the same rate will reflect here and save it. So you can see it is showing in two different currencies. Rate of exchange also is reflecting and it is reflecting that okay, the actual amount. Same way you can compare. Now I am dealing with multiple companies. So this is the one company which I have opened, the multi currency is reflecting here. I want to compare different companies. I'm dealing with the 10 companies. I want to compare with all the companies. How it is possible? So how it is possible? Either I can go to auto column. Okay, I can select the company. If I want to see with all the companies, so I'll select companies. So I can see I have opened 3 different companies and it is reflecting 3 different companies: ABC, demo company and multi currency. I want to add one more company. Again I can go to auto column, here new column, and I can select different company and it will get added. I can provide the period, from which period do you want to see the report. So as per that you can compare in which company you are getting, what is the condition, current situation. Same way you can go to profit and loss account, new column. If you want to see the profit and loss account for 3 different company, you want to compare in which company you get more benefit or loss, you can get to know in one click. You will get all the details. Okay, now I'll move out to another detail. Okay, so second is stock summary. You have seen, so I'll show you here in demo company we have recorded. So stock summary you have seen. So these are the stock summary. Okay, so these are the stock summary. I want to see what is the outward, what is the inward, group wise as well, item wise. So from here you can press F12 configure. Here you can see the opening balance. I'll enable this, goods inward and goods outward, then save it. So here you can see the goods inward, the opening balance, and outward as well, actual closing balance. It will reflect that this is the closing balance you have as of now. Okay, if you want to see the item wise as well, you can just press Alt F1, the detail format. This is condensed and this is detail. So I can see the item wise location wise detail. I want to see the item wise profit as well. So here you can see the show profit. If I'll click on it, you can see the profit as well, the gross profit. You can see it is showing the 100% because we did not mention the purchasing price. Okay, same way whatever the report we have seen in trial balance also we can see the same. We can see the auto column, new column we can add up, and we can compare in multiple languages as well. So all the report can be converted in multiple languages. Coming to the statement of account, now you are dealing in multiple like you are dealing in the credit basis. You want to give on credit. So from here you can go to outstanding, go to receivable or payable. Here it will show you the consolidated report for the receivable, that okay, these are the supplier, these are the customer, and it is showing this much amount is pending. Now you are seeing, I'll go to ledger wise report. I'll see this customer have this much amount which is pending, and this small amount which is he have paid on account he have selected. Okay, now I want to send the reminder letter. How it is possible? Directly from here you can go to email. You can email directly from the software. Just click on email. Here provide the server, which is Gmail, Hotmail, whatever it is, and provide the detail, your email ID, password, and select the format, Excel, PDF, in which you want to send, paper size, A4, portrait, landscape. Here which address, multiple address you want to send, or you want to send only on one address. So that particular address you can select. CC, BCC if you want to select, you want to mention any message, attachment will come automatically. And reminder letter, you can message, email, reminder letter. So that period also will reflect. Aging wise report, that okay, when he purchased and now how much amount is pending from so long. So it will go as an attachment and it will go to over the mail along with your message. So here you can see the age wise report. If you want to see the 0 to 10, 10 to 30 days, if you have given any credit period to the customer, in this case you can see the detail, that how much amount is pending from how long. So it will show the actual value, that okay, this particular amount is pending from 90 days and he did not pay this particular amount. So that also you can see. Now coming to the transaction level again, there is the one situation. Let's see, you are dealing in the credit. You have sell the item on the credit basis. Now you don't want to give more credit to the customer. You want to stop somewhere. How it is possible? If I'll give the credit period, okay, credit limit to some of the customer, then how I'll my salesman, my accountant will not be able to make the invoice until he paid or until the credit limit get increased. How we can do it? So from here you can go to F11 features. In the F11 features you can see budget and scenario management. Go here, enable this particular option and save it. Okay, just save it, accept it. Okay, I have saved it. Now I want to give 50,000 limit to this customer. So I'll go to stop this customer ledger alteration screen. How we can alter? While recording the transaction, you can press Control C. Control Enter. You can mention. If you want to create new master, there is a shortcut key to create, Alt C. If I'll press Alt C here, you can go to creation option. But if you have already created, you want to alter, press Control Enter. If you press Control Enter, it will take you to the master alteration screen. Let's see, this customer I want to restrict. I want to give credit limit. So here you can see the specify credit limit. Let's see, I'm giving 50,000 and I'll see. Now while recording the transaction, you can see the credit limit is 50,000 and current he have used how much? 28,610. Now if I'll record the transaction, save it to, let's say 10,000. or 8,000. VAT. Okay, now I'll try to record again. Okay, it is coming 45. I'll try to again record one more transaction, which is 2 items and 5,000 per piece, which is coming 10,000. I'll select VAT ledger and save it. So you can see it is coming because he can purchase 4,600 or 4,590 dirham more, not more than that. So it is showing the credit limit of the customer 50,000 and exceeded current 55,910. So in this case, it will not allow to make the invoice to the particular customer. It will show the error. So if you want to stop to make the invoice, you can enable that particular feature and you can use it. Okay, coming to the final report, which is coming on the VAT report. So if you go to display, here go to statutory report, VAT, go to VAT 201 form. So this is the VAT summary. You will see that what is the outward, what is the inward, everything it will reflect. So you can see the outward and total inward. It will show the domestic taxable, and if you have any opening balance you have added, or any import or any export. So it will show you the actual amount, and here you can see this is showing VAT payable. So if we are recording the transaction and if we have done any mistake, let's see, I'll do some mistake in one transaction. I'll record one transaction here. Let's say I'm recording one sales invoice. Okay, and sales invoice I'm recording, and I'll select this item, one piece, which is coming 2,000. Okay, 2,000 VAT amount. It's showing 100, but I'll make the changes. I'll make it 150. I'll save it. So whenever you will record the transaction, so if you'll see, I'm recording this transaction. I'll select not applicable here and enter. I'll select one item, which is 2,000. Okay, so here I'll select the VAT ledger and I'll select 150. Okay, in 150, whenever I'll go to accept, it will show the error. You can see the tax amount does not match the value calculated as per the set tax rate. Okay, verify VAT amount. Okay, now how you can verify? So from here you can see the tax analysis. You can click on tax analysis and you can verify the amount. It is showing 100, it should be, and as per calculation 100, but as per transaction 150. Let's see, then also my accountant accepted the transaction. Now come to gateway of tally. I want to see the difference, how the amount will get reflected in the VAT report. I'll go to display, list of account, statement of account, statutory of report. In the go to VAT, in the VAT you can go to VAT 201 form. Here you can see the amount, the transaction is reflecting in incomplete mismatch in information. If you press enter, you can see tax mismatch due to tax amount modified in voucher. So you can press enter and you can see this is the tax amount which is showing the difference. Now I want to correct it. So this is sales. Now the total sales, if you'll see, it is showing 7,210, which is total tax amount, which is not getting add up this particular transaction until I rectify. Okay, now if I'll rectify this particular transaction, let's see, I'll make 100 and save it. So from here itself you can just add it and you can save it. I'll save. Now it gets nullified. I'll come to VAT report and here you can see it is getting added and it is showing 7,310. The 100 gram is getting added. Here some of the transaction it is showing information required for generating audit file. Only those transactions will reflect here in which you did not provide either TRN number, customer TRN number or supplier TRN number, or supplier purchase original invoice number and date. So if I'll press enter, you can see the TRN number error or supplier original invoice number also is reflecting. But if I'll give any TRN number from here itself, I can provide the TRN number and I can save. It will get rectified automatically. So those things you can do, and after that you can generate the VAT form. You can print directly from here, and I'll show you if you are filing the VAT directly from yourself. So this is the VAT form. I'll share my screen again. So you can see this is the VAT form. If you log into the portal, FTE portal, the same VAT form you will see. Just you can see the value. If you are recording the transaction correctly, if you have verified all the transaction, then you can just copy and paste the value and put it in the same column on the portal, and you can submit the report. So this is the VAT report you can file. I'll come up again. This is the VAT summary. Okay. Now we'll move to the Q&A. Okay, now we are open for the Q&A. If you have any query, you can just let me know, and tomorrow or today end of the session, Tally Global guys, they will reach you. Mr. Aniruddha will reach you personally, and he will give you 2 customization which is free of cost. He will connect with you personally. He will give you 1 auto backup, and he will give you 1 more customization which is address book. Okay, now we are open for this Q&A. You can ask your queries. You can mention in the chat box, or either you can unmute yourself. Okay, so how to export tax analysis report in Excel. So the tax analysis you can export in Excel. So if you'll go to Tally, you can export all the reports. So you are saying that you have recorded the transaction and you have made the correction, or that something wrong you have done. You are looking at tax analysis and it is showing the difference. You want to export it. That you can't export it, sir. It is just only for the view purpose. Thank you, Mr. Rakesh, for giving valuable feedback.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Okay, so we got one more query: how to adjust the existing or used unit of measurement to have decimal point. Yes, so decimal point means we are talking about you want to increase the decimal or you want to decrease. Yes, you can add the decimal point. You can increase it.
Yeah, Daksh here from Tally Global. Actually, you can increase the decimal point, but you cannot decrease the decimal point. Once you have created the UM, you cannot decrease the decimal point.
Yeah, and you can increase until 4, not more than that. We have given limit 4 point. 4 decimal you can reach.
Yeah, I hope we have answered your query. If anything else, you can unmute yourself and raise the query.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, I was trying to adjust the unit of measurement. It was without decimal point before,
Mm-hmm.
but when I was trying to put decimal, it is used already. I'm using it already.
Yeah.
Now,
Okay.
my customer is now using point something, so I have to
Mm.
adjust also my unit of measurement. I cannot adjust the unit of measurement that I am using now. It's not active. The number of decimal is not active to change it to at least 2 decimal point.
Okay, not a problem. I'll do one thing. Mr. Aniruddha will contact you after the session. He will connect with you personally, and he
Ah,
will help you out. He will take your database. He will check.
okay. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello. Okay, if you have any query, you can unmute yourself and you can ask your queries. We'll help you out all to rectify all the queries. Yes, to Mr. Mohammed, I can see that okay, how to create 100 items in one group with category, opening balance, standard cost, standard sales price, etc. in one item. But if you'll see, if you'll go to multiple stock item, if you are going to create, you will not get all the options. You will go to inventory info, and if you are trying to create multiple stock item, so you can get it. If you'll go to multiple stock item, you can select the group, name of item, you can get it, and in this you will get the under category also you can get it, and unit. Opening balance you can provide, opening quantity, rate, the costing rate you can provide, not the standard rate. Standard rate you can provide means you are talking about the standard cost price or sales price. So that can be possible by going the specific stock item, and you can enable this particular feature in Astral configuration and you can do it. I hope I have given the answer. Okay, so I got another query, which is you want to make Mr. Abdul want to make LPO, GRN, purchase bill cycle. Yeah, definitely you can do it. So if you'll see, we have given the feature. If you'll go to F11 features, I'll share my screen again here, the tally screen. Okay, so you can see the tally screen. If you'll go to F11 features, go to inventory features. In inventory features, select the company in which you want to enable this particular option. Enable both the features, purchasing, purchase order processing and sales order processing. Enable these particular feature and enable receipt note and debit note as well. Enable these two options and accept it. Okay. Now you can raise quotation or sales order, you can raise or purchase order, and after that you can see here, once you will raise the order, then you can go to inventory vouchers. In inventory vouchers you can go to receipt note, goods receipt note. Click on goods receipt note and you can track the same order to receipt note. So this way you can do it. Yes, that can't be possible, Mr. Mohammed, because you have already recorded the transaction. You can't edit, you can't change the unit because cursor will not move. But there is the way that you can export. Either you can delete all the transactions and you can then you can make the changes. There is the second way. You can export all the masters to new company, then change the unit, and you can import the transaction. But those transactions will show error while importing, because you have used the previous unit. For further action, you can discuss with Anirudh as well. He will help you out in this. Yes, so performa invoice, you know that while making the sales invoice, just the sales invoice, make in this optional voucher. So let's see, I'll show you the performa invoice. So either you can create the voucher type, which I have created, which is performa invoice. Either if you don't want to create the performa invoice voucher type, then better go to directly sales invoice. Okay, you need to enable one option, which is optional voucher. Go to F11 feature. In F11 feature, you can go to accounting voucher, F1 feature, and here enable this particular feature, use reversing journal and optional voucher. Enable this particular feature and save it. After that, while recording the transaction, just press Ctrl L to make it optional and take the print. So it will show you the performa invoice, not the tax invoice. Once it will get approved, you can again you can open the same invoice and you can press Ctrl L to make it regular and accept it. So it will convert you to tax invoice. Yes, Mr. Mohammed, it can be possible in one unit only. No need to change the unit. See, you are saying that 100 unit is coming, 100 pieces is coming in one box in first time, and second shipment you are getting the 50 pieces in one box. It can be possible. You can use the alternate unit. The one is pieces, and second one is box. You can use it. 100 pieces in one box. You can define. As I shown you, you can use that, and while recording the transaction, you can make the changes. Instead of 100, you can mention that okay, in one box 50 units. So it will take you automatically. It will take 50 units only. So there is no required to make the changes in this units and all. I hope the issue has been rectified and you don't have further query. Yeah, okay, the price level you can create. You can enable the price level in F1, enable the price list. Okay, in the price list, after that come to gateway of tally, inventory info. In the inventory info, you need to create price list. You can select the price list, the price level, whatever you are creating. It can be like if you are dealing in this distributor, you are dealing in this wholesale or retail market. There's different price for the wholesale customer and retail customer. So in this case, you can use the price list. Yeah, sure. You can use Mr. Ali. You can use that in the payment voucher. You can, if you'll open the payment voucher in Tally, if you'll see here, if you'll see the payment voucher in Tally. Okay, if you'll see the payment voucher, we have given advance payment option as well. That payment advance, just a minute. So the receipt we have given, the advance receipt option we have given here. You are talking about payment. Yeah, import you can do it. whenever you are making the payment for the import, you can do it. Means while recording the transaction, you can select VAT will not calculate on this. See, because this is the import, it will comes under reverse charge, and we have given separate reverse charge report where you need to do the adjustment. Reverse charge adjustment. Import from abroad, definitely it will come under reverse charge. VAT will not calculate, only custom duty will calculate on it. Okay, so further Mr. Anirudh will contact with you from Tally Global. He will help you out to rectify all pending queries. Thank you for joining the session.